Hey, my people, don't provoke me because I'm wearing a shirt that looks like an American flag. I have the right to wear the way I want to wear, whatever I want to wear, anytime. I want to talk about the Wuhan annexation by the Russia. That region is a polarized region, and that region, 75% of the ethnic groups in that region, they speak Russian language. You will not separate people from their majority ethnicity groups. That cannot happen. Mikhail Gorbachev and the elites from the West, when they were drafting borders during the establishment of the independent states of the former USSR, they made a mistake. Russia and Russians is the same people. It's like separating Northwest Province in South Africa and the Botswana because of the minerals. They made that border between Botswana and South Africa so that all the mineral-ridden parts can remain in South Africa during the time of the apartheid and establishment of the imperialistic British colonial border areas. The same thing is happening in Ukraine. Luhansk and Dobrinitsky, those regions, they have minerals and gases and arable land for farming. And these stupid white motherfuckers from the West, they know this shit. Now today they are very busy with the sanctions on Luhansk and Dobrinitsky, from banking to gas exploration. Putin doesn't give a fuck about you suckers. Putin doesn't give a damn about you motherfuckers. Putin is an independent thinker. He knows those regions with all the minerals in that region. If he suck them and sell them, he will independently propel growth and infrastructure development and establishment of the peace in that region. He knows he has a capacity. He doesn't need you West. Sanctions will not work, will not take Putin anywhere. Exemption from the SWIFT international global banking system doesn't mean that Putin cannot do anything. He can pull money cash. Restriction of the movement of his goods. Chinese, they are there to help Russia because they also have the similar problem with Taiwan. What's along with you sleeping Joe and you motherfuckers that side in the West? This shit is going too far. You cannot outsmart Putin. The moment Edward Snowden took refuge in Moscow, he exposed you motherfuckers. He put everything on the table. Right now, FBI operations and operatives are known and how they move, how they work by the Putin administration right now as we talk. Sleeping Joe, wake up. Why is the British? Why is Boris Johnson? Why is he not opening up his mouth and talking about these sanctions? He's keeping quiet because he doesn't say anything. Where are the Germans? We don't see them saying anything. Why is Austria? They are not coming out and openly, blatantly expressing their views. We hear what they're saying. They are waiting for the appointment, the operatives from the Washington to tell them what to do. All these media propagandas yapping up and down like shit in a man case in the bush, yapping for bananas when they see an old elderly woman walking by the roadside. They are yapping because they know they cannot grab her, they can only intimidate her. And that's what they are doing. They are in the bush, hiding in their concrete jungles. Even Biden himself is not coming straight forward. We can only see him signing executive orders in the White House. He's not like Trump. So who will help Luhansk and Dobrinitsky? Those regions have been marginalized by the Ukraine since the separatists took them over. More than 14,000 people have been killed there because of infighting, insurgency. Give people freedom. Let people be where they want to be at the right time. Don't decapitate their social and economic movement and political marriage with the ideological beliefs and what you think is right or can be done. That is totally wrong. It's totally wrong. You cannot just get a spoon and spoon feed people what they don't want. Sometimes they rebel. And that is what is happening. You bullied Russia, Russia is rebelling. I said previously, annexation of the Luhansk and Donetsk will determine the marriage of Ukraine, meaning the Russians, they have quarter of the nation in their custody. Whether West like it or not, dare you bomb, dare you attack, try. You will not succeed. Putin got gas, got oil. Africa needs oil, needs gas. We can even go there with the tankers and get it. And pay cash in rubles. We don't need dollar. We don't need dollar. People react when you push them to the corner to do what you want. You're talking about Putin annexation of the Crimea. What about you? What about Texas? Texas in 1800 was annexed from Mexico because of oil. People don't know this history. They need to be told. And if I'm not speaking about it, who else is going to come and talk about it? I have to. Right now, Texas is asking for its secession. It wants its freedom so it can manage its own affairs. This is a white supremacy. Alaska was part of Russia. It was bought by Americans. Putin will claim all these regions. It's a matter of time. People don't know this. When Americans were going to Afghanistan, they were going for Osama bin Laden. Then why did they topple Taliban? What was their agenda? What were they expecting when they were doing that? Did Russia interfere with their war for 20 years in Afghanistan? No. Did Putin at any one point mobilize the Eastern Ukraine or Eastern Asia or Eastern Europe or nations to sideline America? No. But when Putin wants to do something that is even more favorable to his political agenda, you raise fingers against him. Why? Who are you, West? You sleeping Joe in White House. Mid-elections, they are coming and you have lost 60% of the Democrats' votes. Come on, my people. Who created West Germany and East Germany? Is history, is Hitler and Stalin. And it was better that way. Who divided North Korea and South Korea? It's Chinese and Japanese and Americans. So what do we do? Why should the West continue this conspiracy? For how long? Does it mean that there are some countries that are more important than others? What is the agenda of America in Ukraine at the moment? They want to plant nuclear bombs, defense system, next to Crimea. Because they know if they do it there, they'll be able to surround Putin. They have surrounded him from Poland. In Germany, now they want Ukraine. It's very strategic. That is the only place where they know they will be able to completely cover him up from southeast. Putin is not a small boy. Long live Putin, long live Russia, long live Russia, long live Luhansk, long live Donetsk. Separate yourself from draconian Western mediocrity and Babylonians. You have the right to do so. Nobody should intimidate you. You have the right to do so. Long live Putin. Say long live Putin. Come here and say long live Putin. Say Putin long live. The Buddhists from the West, you have monopolized the infrastructure, banking system, exploration, and institutionalized research worldwide. Take the best brain drain. Fuck off. Putin will live forever, will live to see the fruits of his labor. Russia has never molested anybody. You try to uproot Assad in Syria to decapitate that country. Fuck off, West. Motherfuckers. You have done this shit for long without being asked. You did it to Gaddafi. You destroyed Africa dream, the vision we had. And none of these motherfucking peoples here in Africa, the presidents, this, fuck them all. They never did anything to stop that shit from happening. You're going too far. And Putin will show you the dust. I told you Putin has smallpox germs somewhere in the Siberian, institutionalized, privatized, confidential laboratory. And smallpox germs and anthrax germs will destroy the world. If he releases those germs into the world, my friend, we are finished. Smallpox, he got weapons. He has biochemical weapons. He got them. This motherfucking social engineering, systematic control of people's mind and fundamental thinking is absolute nonsense. It will come to an end. And the time for the world to be dependent on its own without being controlled by the fucking America is now. This is the time we need to start up for our rights, our gains, who we are, what we stand for, and what we expect. It is now. Does that mean that when America stand up, we pop? When America want to say anything, it pee on our mouth, we suck the dick of America? The rubbish. We can be dependent on our own, do our own things, without considering the fucking West, man. We talk of colonization in Africa. We talk of imperialism in Africa. We talk of dictatorship in Africa. Who is planting all these regimes? It is the America. Have you ever had Putin interfering with African politics? No. Show me one nation he interfered with. Nothing. It's only the West. Implanting perpetual governments to operate them like a marionette. The one you operate with a string and to dance the song you wanted to sing. Fuck that shit, man. Fuck that shit, man. It's like having these two balls, man. You see these two balls, man? You are crushing my testicles like this to destroy me. Oh, that's how you swallow African economies and you suck them. And then you come with a spoon. You give them the aid. Take this $100 million. What a shit is this? What a shit is this? On the other hand, you're coming with this. 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 Ammunitions to destroy Africa. If you want to give me a strike, if you want to give me YouTube strike, fuck off. Fuck that shit, motherfuckers. I don't care. Fuck it. I'm speaking my mind, what I think is right and what I think is legitimate and what I think is right. Putin should be left alone to deal with his madness, to deal with his communism, to deal with his social status. That guy knows what he is doing. You are pressing him too much and he doesn't talk. He talks to you through development and innovations. You talk to him verbally and politically. For him, he talks to you through ammunitions. He talks to you through supersonic missiles. He talks to you through rocket science and space technologies. That is Putin for you, motherfuckers. You have made us miserable. You have taken all the oil. You have taken it. Do we have to cough every time you stand up and put the gun on our knees, man? For how long is this gonna happen? For how long? America, I'm asking you this question. For how long, West, are you gonna do this to West, to the East? In America, you are killing our black people. In Africa, you are dictating to the leadership in Africa so that you can keep on raping our whole, man. Taking our shit, man. Taking our materials. Taking our raw materials to the West. In East, you want to oppress. In Europe, you want to command. For how long on our neck you gonna do this shit? You motherfuckers? I'm asking you, is Sleeping Joe there in White House being controlled by the elite of the club? Fuck Rothschild and all that motherfucker, that nonsense. This is real raw, man. The way it is, man, straight up. Straight up. Straight up. Straight up. Straight up. For how long will you do this? We are squabbling for what? To support American ideology and all this nonsense. You're grabbing our balls, man. You're grabbing our balls, our testicles, and squeezing them, man. Crushing them like this. And then you swallow us. This is nonsense. You entered Libya and you did what you did to decapitate Africa. Vision. You did it through Sarkozy. Now Sarkozy is in jail, serving jail time in France. Where are you when he is suffering right now? After using the state funds to fund Gaddafi and borrowing money from Gaddafi. That's why you perpetuated these crimes and you propagated this shit, man. Who cares? Who cares? United Nations the other day, it declared Moscow one of the safest and most well-developed infrastructure in the world. What about New York? It's gangsterism, man. And Andrew Cuomo having a fornication cases and rape. Fuck that shit, man. I'm putting a roll the way it is, man. You cannot just put all the dick on my mouth, man, nigga. For how long will you do this shit? Fuck America. You made the world to suck your dick. This is what America is doing to us. And then you come with a gun and then you want... Fuck that shit, man. Fuck that shit, man. This is what you're doing to us. Look. This is what you're doing to us. Putin should be given elite squad credibility for achieving, showing the West he can do better, he can achieve. He's in a better position than you all, and he's not going to retaliate. He's moving further. Another 2, 3, 4 years is going to take another part of Ukraine. He wants to decapitate Ukraine. Every single province in Ukraine is going to be an independent state. Bullies from the West are taking the gun. You're robbing us. Doing all this shit to us for no apparent reason. What did we do to you? What did the world do to you? Who are you? Fuck that shit, man. Fuck that shit. If you want to give me a strike, give me a strike. If you want it to roll the way it is, I'll put it on, man, nigga. This is the way it is, man. Conspiracy theorist on rampage to intimidate Putin. Who are you? Who are you? Can you withstand his firepower? Can you withstand his firepower? For how long? Nuclear, you got it. Submarines, you got them. Supersonic missile systems, he got it. I'm done. Putin is a hero. Subscribe to my channel. I'll come up with more. The political role, feared the way it is, man. Come on, man.